Okay. Hi.
Oh,
Can you hear
hello and welcome to another episode
of Patch and Dread.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome back to
To
another
Distractible. I'm
The
Wade,
Mark.
because I'm bald. No, he's Wade
Yeah.
because he's bald.
He's bald because he's Wade.
And he's Mark. And we're when people know we like.
Why am I Mark?
No, sorry, Bob.
Welcome to the Age Bar. We're playing D&D tonight.
Mark.
What? Thank you. I have a fridge.
Aaron drew the short straw tonight, so he's going to give you a recap.
Yeah, I think the shortest straw. It's teeny tiny.
You are the short
Last
straw.
session started with us having falling into a sand cave. Is that correct?
Whatever word you end up wanting to
And then
use.
we went to the left.
You quicked into the
We
sand.
went to the left, and we found a big salamander thing. Offered it something.
My pipe.
His pipe.
Something sharp.
His pipe, yeah. I walked past it and then slid down a sand slide, effectively. There was a well we found to climb out of. I turned into a squirrel to climb out, and now have 5 feet of rope.
Mhm.
And everyone got out. We saw Pyle we saw the ship fly past into a ball of fire, crack. We hear it crash, and then Pyle just hears,
Mm-hmm. Because of how fast it was going.
no, it's,
Mm-hmm.
and then we go find it. It's in a castle. There's nobody in the castle. That's weird.
The castle, however, does talk to you sometimes when the door is
Yes,
open.
it does.
Or at the very least, it talks. Not
It took us
necessarily
forever to
you.
get in there.
Yeah.
Welcome to Castle Dread.
It was fun.
Yep.
And we found a giant hole where radiation was pooling out.
Mm-hmm.
Pyle went down, quickly turned back into Smile.
Mm-hmm.
And then as that was happening, Lumber went down to try and help him. Owie.
Yeah.
We both almost died, and specifically,
Yeah, between the two of them, they were at like
1 and
3
3.
hit points or something like
A
that.
total of
I did
3.
3.
Yeah, so 4 hit points.
But somehow we got it.
Yep. You turned the
I was able to turn it off with my wolf. Made of
power
metal.
core off, which you still have.
I still have the wolf, because it's fine.
Getting it out's difficult.
That's fine. I'll just tie a rope.
And you found the ship's computer, the black box, and it is having a panic attack right now. The captain tried to scan it with the scanner, which short-circuited every time it tried. And we were going to take a long rest, because at the very least, the two synthetics are very uncomfortable right now.
Joints are literally flying apart.
Yeah.
Yes.
You will need a new paint job.
Yeah.
I'll need a new bark.
Yeah. The 2 fleshy bits, or 3, I guess, if you count the dragon, are fine. And you guys technically still have a couple hours before you go take a nap, but the 2 synthetics climb out and probably promptly shut down
Yep.
for a nap.
And he's back to Pyle,
There's faint
right?
sparking behind the
Didn't he
lifeless
become
eyes.
Pyle again at the end?
I think so, as he's repairing himself.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of nap time.
And we will, sit there and wait.
You gotta use the voice the whole time.
Is there anything either of you want to do during this, before it gets dark?
We are waiting until the radiation goes away. We're watching.
Mhm.
And we're waiting.
As I said,
On
you
the
have
edge of our feet.
it'll take a
Anticipate.
couple days minimum before the
I
radiation
get-
clears to not immediately kill you guys.
No.
But what do you want to do before it gets dark? You have a couple hours.
All of us?
We don't.
Well, you two,
We don't.
you'll be waking up as the
Okay.
sun goes down.
Gotcha.
I would want to go out and look for more creatures
All right.
To eat.
Why?
Consume.
because I lost my other 2 creatures.
Yeah, you left them behind because they were flying. They did not go into the sand.
That is correct.
they're
Someday
got too far
I'll
away.
find them again.
Someday, yeah.
If
Or
they
they'll be
don't like
eaten.
You had 2 creatures?
That was
I
a
have 2.
moth and one of the little
And,
fire bat things.
Yeah, fire eater bat.
Yep.
Which,
Oh,
yep.
separate from the dragon.
Yes.
Yes.
So 3. What do you
The other
have
2 were just tamed creatures.
with powers? But yeah, so you step out. the door lets you through without issue, out of the castle at the very least. So you're currently on the
Dragon
castle
is with me,
grounds.
to clarify.
Okay, you're on the castle grounds. Imagine a dusting of snow, but instead of snow, it's sand. On everything that's in the area between the castle proper and the wall. Or I guess the fortress and the castle wall. Because you guys are... The fortress is where the ship crashed. You can see a couple trees, but they are... I wouldn't say dead, but they look dry.
Lumber looks
Less than habited.
Well, they look like they
Unfazed.
don't... They're not desert dwelling.
Yeah.
They're not doing well with the heat. And it is warm out here.
Okay.
Are you just looking for any creatures?
Are you gonna make me do a combat all by
And actually, I would have my dragon stay back a bit because it would scare it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make
Make him die by
a
himself.
survival check.
All right. I'm gonna do
You
a
gotta have
flat
proficiency
roll.
bonus increase.
12.
All right.
Well,
Wait.
Are you exiting
Never
the?
mind. That's a 9. Sorry. I do
you
not
have
have.
0.
I
Are
do
you-
not have.
Are you exiting the castle walls? Or are you staying inside the wall?
I'll exit the walls.
Okay.
Because you're
Um,
the only one left, I think.
Once you hit
And an
the
orange.
drawbridge,
Don't give him the
I need
yellow.
you to roll an intelligence saving throw.
Give him the yellow. He'll be.
Say again. What I roll.
Once you're trying to cross the drawbridge, I need an intelligence
Oh
save.
no.
I love
Oh,
you
no.
eating the
7.
because you're
Alright.
It's good.
You take a step and you immediately sink through the drawbridge.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
It's
You're
okay.
kind of okay.
I'm just gonna have my dragon fly over. I'm just gonna call over my dragon to fly over and then pick me up from the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a pretty standard, more, I guess I'll call it Northern European style castle and village. But it's been transported to the middle of the desert. So everything's very weathered. You're not seeing a whole lot of living creatures, or, all things considered, a whole lot of living plants either. It's quiet, faintly windy. Yeah, that's about it. You don't really see a whole lot of creatures.
Okay.
How long you want to wander? As I said, you have a couple hours. It's late, 5 o'clock.
Probably a couple hours. I
Okay.
guess. Yeah.
And what are you doing, Captain?
I don't know.
You got nothing?
We're examining you.
Okay. Roll a electronics, I think is a skill that you have.
Yeah.
Roll an electronics.
Electronics 25.
Okay. It seems that at the very least the hardware is all relatively intact. You have to do a little bit of basically soldering. But it's about as intact as you could hope, given the circumstances. It is... Any damages seem to be... I'm going to say the word internal, but it's not the internal mechanisms.
Yeah. Right.
It is the
AI.
AI itself. And that's not something that you can really touch.
There.
Yeah, basically. But you do some repairs on things, and but it seems like it's the black box has survived about as good as you could hope, given the circumstances.
Yeah.
That takes you probably an hour and a half or so because you're being pretty thorough. By the time you finish doing that and kind
Don't
of
put them back.
you're about to dump Skittles.
Yes, he was.
Do you do any wandering, or after you're done with that, you just kind of sit and wait?
Fair?
Hmm?
Fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You come back, and I'm going to assume you have your dragon just carry you over, or help you up.
Yeah.
Over the drawbridge.
I don't patrol again.
If you have your dragon help, then there's no reason.
No, I
to.
mean for animal. Fine.
If you want to, you have one more. Yeah, one more attempt.
7. Wait, no, 8. Right.
Yeah,
It's not
it
natural,
genuinely seems like whatever creatures that were either native to the desert or native to this village are dead or gone from this area, which doesn't surprise you. You know what you know of the drake that lives under the well. That's about the only one you can think of. But you know that it doesn't count as a beast. Dragons are its own entity.
Well, it doesn't count
Yeah.
as a creature.
Yeah. I'm gonna try one more time to try to call my other animals back.
Here, roll an animal handling check.
18.
Is this just a whistle, basically, like a loud whistle?
Yep.
Wait for a second. You can listen. Roll a perception check for me.
I don't know.
12.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't see anything on the because you would being a flying creature, you would assume they'd come from somewhere and at the very least up. But yeah, you unfortunately just don't see anything right now. You're not sure how far you traveled underground. You know that you were underground for an hour or so, roughly. Time's
So
weird.
probably not too far.
Not too far, but
Theoretically.
also
That's assuming they stayed in place and didn't start wandering.
because they are, as much as they are trained, they are not magical by any means. They are just well-trained creatures.
Yep.
But yeah.
All right. Yeah.
You go back. How long do you two have to rest? I believe it's 6 hours.
Yeah,
Something like that.
I know
Sure,
it's 6 hours
short
for
rest.
Forge.
at least.
Are you taking a short rest?
Oh, no, I take a long rest. Not by choice.
Yeah, fair.
I just would.
And then I don't remember if you're 4 or 6 hours.
Same as him, whatever.
Okay. Are you taking a long rest or are you taking a
Yes,
short rest?
Long rest.
So
I want all my health back.
The synthetics are still repairing themselves when you get back. So it's been probably about 3.5 hours or so since the
Incident.
incident in the spaceship.
Would Pyle remember anything that happened during that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would he remember, though?
I mean, he'd know that it was a very dangerous environment, which is why Smile took over.
Yeah, so my question is pretty much, is he just like, he gets down there, starts working, and then suddenly lumbers there?
Kinda.
Okay.
But at the same time, because of the radiation, the whoever was at the back the person at the front could hear them.
Okay.
So there was a bit of overlap.
Mm-hmm.
So the body and mind in general remember everything. Details might be a bit hazy.
Okay. I just wanted to know if you
Um,
remembered Lumber going down to help.
Are you two staying awake until the synthetics wake up, or are you going to bed before then?
I would go to bed.
I'm good with that.
Captain? Are you staying awake until the synthetics wake up, or are you going to bed before then?
I'll stay awake till I wake up.
Okay. So you're up till about 10 or 11.
You can decide what my physical
Then-
defects are.
Captain's log. We lost Piles again.
He
He's
died.
suffocated.
Wait, let's file again. He died from radiation poisoning.
Captain, I have contracted
AIDS.
ligma.
We're not doing that again.
Lick my balls.
Again.
uh,
You file from licking
Uh,
the ball.
you two come to.
That's what you get.
You are your internal mechanisms are repaired. You externally will need a new paint job. All things considered, it's mostly just flaking. You have bad. So you got
Yeah,
bad
he's got some
sunburn.
acne.
You're peeling.
He
What
got a
color-
sunburn.
What color are you on top and what color are you underneath?
Probably
Red
just like
and polka dot.
bullet, like gunmetal,
Yeah.
gray.
On both?
I picture more of a white gray or silver for the outer
Yeah,
coating.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It
I
probably
was guessing.
Like a warmish gray.
and yes, lumber. You are still missing all of your bark.
I'm naked.
No bark.
Yeah.
I'm naked.
Any greenery you had is long gone.
Mm-hmm.
So you just kind of look like a tree in winter,
I see.
minus the
Well-
bark.
Yeah. So I look like stripped. I look like a piece of driftwood.
Kind of, yeah.
Lumber is just. Oh. Sit down.
mhm. But yes, the synthetics wake up, Captain.
I will go to sleep.
Good night, Captain.
Good night, Piles.
Good night, Captain.
Which currently it
That's
is
not the right
Piles.
Hmm?
Currently it is Piles. You can still every so often hear bits of Smile because the radiation kind of messed with that part of your circuitry.
Mm-hmm.
The wall got a little thinner.
Gotcha.
Oh no.
That makes sense.
It's more whenever Smile gets very frustrated or angry, that's what punches through the
Mm-hmm.
firewall.
The shield.
Hmm. Even dog.
What?
But yes, you are inside of a castle currently.
What?
Inside of what would be the throne room.
I forgot about that.
You're asleep.
That we're in the throne room. Yes, I am asleep.
I did forget to mention, so there is very faint ballroom music playing at the when you're in this room.
Oh, fun.
Specifically, because whenever you went up
I would not have
onto the
noticed.
balcony, it is very faint,
He said
but
the
yeah.
whole
Oh.
time.
it is ballroom music.
I see.
It's,
I would not have noticed. I rolled a 4.
Yeah.
Personally.
How are you feeling?
Fine.
I feel fine. Good. What about you?
your muscles, question marks, are sore, both of you.
I am.
Kind of like you go swimming for 8 hours and
Yeah.
you're just like, oh, I didn't realize that was a muscle.
Oh!
So talking, you're like, oh,
He said, "How are you? Like, how are you?"
I know that you don't have a jaw
Mhm.
necessarily. It's just C3PO style.
I am.
You are.
C-3PO.
Yeah.
Human cyborg relation.
Define state.
Is
That is state, not a definition.
correct.
Are you in poor condition?
Yes.
Do you remain functional?
You are still missing a couple fingers. They're starting to grow back. They have a little bit of bark on them. But yeah, you're less brittle, but you're the thinner bits
What
are
was your
still
question?
very brittle.
Do you remain functional?
Yes.
Am I functional?
That's the question mark. At
You
the end.
seem
Thank
to
you, functional.
Uncertain.
You seem to be expressing.
This is not by design.
Interesting.
I am in physical pain.
Are you feeling emotion?
Gladly no.
Understood.
Part of karma.
So you are just having difficulty processing the physical
It
stimuli.
was just like right at his eyebrows.
Yes.
I am as well.
There you go.
What do you remember?
Not much. I understand that there was much radiation, which is why my joints. They're getting better.
It's less squeaky and more grindy, I think.
As
Yeah.
well as mine.
It's the lubricant hasn't quite got back in the joints.
Yeah.
You weren't moving for
Yeah.
6 hours. So you're just like,
As well as mine.
yeah, it sounds like really old wicker, basically.
Yes, I recall there was much radiation.
There-
But aside from that, there is little.
I was
Okay.
waiting for my thing to
I
update.
see.
It's cutting you off
Anyway,
like
it
right
looks like I'm
here.
looking off into the distance. I'm looking into the Mona Lisa's eyes.
I think she's looking at yours.
I ate the Mona Lisa.
Do
You would die if it was the real Mona Lisa.
you
The amount
remember
of
what happened
toxins in
when...
that.
What about the Mona Lisa?
So you do not remember me heading down?
I do not remember you coming down. I have a vague impression of you being there.
I saw you were having difficulties and decided it was best for me to engage.
I was not having difficulties. Smile took over. Smile misread the severity of the situation.
That is exactly the difficulty.
I see. I suppose how it could be seen that way.
Smile was giving an issue. I was trying to help.
Understood.
So,
He did not appreciate.
He appreciates nothing.
Exactly.
fair. Both of you notice two different things. One, you notice the black box next to the captain.
Mm.
You hear a faint whining and scratching coming from the hole. And you're like, oh, dog. There's a wolf sitting down there and he's kind of like,
I'm gonna, because the rope's still tied.
yeah.
To something. I'm gonna toss the rope down.
Would you like to know something I just realized?
Why?
I believe it has a fly speed.
The wolf?
It's an animated object.
Oh.
Animated objects have a fly speed.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't. I checked.
Oh, okay.
It can only create things that are like. Actually, do they get a fly speed?
I feel like if they don't have like legs or something, then they get a fly speed. If they don't have another way of
Something
moving,
like
Yeah, exactly. They don't
Yeah,
have an
they don't have another
alternative
way of
way of moving.
I just don't remember the details.
Skittle.
So.
Skittle.
Skittle.
It's a little skittle.
It's a itty bitty. It'll skittle.
Little bittle skittle. Look at its
Little
little
bit
bittle skittle.
Oh yeah, if it lacks legs or other appendages.
And it does not. I tossed the rope down.
Little bittle skittle.
It just kind of grabs the rope with its mouth.
It's not gonna be able to hold
Yeah,
on.
no.
Pyle, I have a request.
What?
Would you head down there and then tie my wolf, to the rope?
Yes.
Thank you.
Easily done. No rolls
Okay.
there. You climb down.
Radiation.
There's no radiation anymore. We removed it.
It's not in
There's
as
still radiation.
there's passive
It's
radiation.
not an immediate
but it's not
danger
enough
anymore.
for him to immediately take any damage. But yeah, you tie the rope around the dog's midsection. You climb back up.
Thomas. Lupus. Dog. Wolf.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like the size of a husky. It's made of the same material as the ship's doors. Because it was made of the ship.
Wait,
Which is why, yeah.
can I ask him to roll insight?
Sure. Probably not going to go very well, knowing
What
what's
his
on
thing?
pile.
But
Okay, this isn't that much of a secret. He wasn't attempting to hide it, but when he was like, he threw the rope down, you would notice some very distinct hesitation to go back down,
Like,
and then turning to ask you to do it. I literally did this just Fine. Please.
Pile.
I don't want to.
But yeah, you get the dog up. It is much denser than the average dog because it is
Heavy.
made. Now, it is made of still rather lightweight material, but it's still
Lightweight
much heavier.
for a ship.
Yes, it is still
It
much
takes-
heavier than a dog.
It
It takes
both of them.
Neither of them are strength builds.
Yumi.
I'm
You
14.
have a 14, which is why you're able to do it at all.
Yeah.
But it still requires both of you.
Yeah.
What's his strength?
10.
I
He
see.
he is a dex build.
Yeah.
He is very
I'm
much
rocking that. I'm rocking that Halson
Yeah.
figure though, with his 10 strength.
It's true. Although I picture you being built more like Asterion.
Yeah.
You're much more lithe.
I'm imagining Shadow Heart for no reason.
Sure.
Because I thought it was funny.
Oh, that's someone else.
No, actually, you're the bard guy with the mustache.
Volo?
That's what he looks like, actually. That's what Ferric looks like.
Fair looks like Chris Pine. We decided this.
You're right. Which
With black
Chris
hair.
Who
Pine?
has played a bard?
Which Chris Pine?
Great Chris Pine or young Chris
Chris
Pine?
Pine with a black hair and a beard.
So you're saying Chris Pine from the D&D movie?
But with darker hair.
With darker hair, yes.
Okay,
Alright.
that's it. That's necessary. He hasn't
But
shaved
yeah.
in a while.
You
Okay.
get the dog up.
Yeah.
The dog immediately licks is a very strong word because it's just a metal tongue rubbing against your hand.
Clank.
I feel nothing.
That's so bad.
Yeah. Well, no,
No,
actually,
actually-
it kind of tingles because
actually,
it's the
yeah.
raw wood.
Actually, what it feels like is
Oh god, the
Stop it.
screeching.
Please stop that.
cease.
the dog
this.
sits.
I am gonna go and pick up the black box.
All right.
Pat. Joseph.
Hello.
Joseph.
How are you?
Joseph. Joseph. Pat.
What kind of pain are you experiencing?
Great.
It was on fire. Everything was on fire.
Yes,
Why are you speaking to that tiny metal box?
I'm speaking to the ship's
Brain?
to the ship.
No, I don't know how else to explain it. Why?
I need to know what is wrong with it.
Why did you hurt me?
I cannot speak to you.
This is upsetting.
Truly. What kind of pain
You
is
hear a voice.
Oh,
Oh,
Didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
you are lying.
I
It
didn't-
can speak to
it?
me.
I did not know that. So I assumed it could not.
And it
I
faintly,
see.
like, any of the lights faintly kind of, like, pulse when it's speaking. But it pulses a little brighter when it's talking to him.
I see.
Um,
It was not your fault.
they,
I
pulse
pat the
a nice,
box.
they pulse a nice dark blue.
Joseph, wouldn't it be maroon?
It's a brain.
No.
No.
In this
Brown.
instance, no.
What kind of pain is it?
Wait, I'm gonna pat the box. It is not your fault. Dong, dong, dong.
Allow me to handle the conversation. I am
Very
the
well.
ship's pilot. I know the ship.
Very well.
You are wood. You know trees.
No, I'm called lumber.
Yes, but you are wood.
I'm called lumber.
You are called lumber. And you are wood. Many things can be true at once.
I
What
see.
kind of pain is it?
Great pain.
I feel like I'm being torn apart.
Do you know
What?
by what?
So much.
Is it-
The storm happened.
Yes.
I had no control.
What happened when you were hit by the storm?
I had no control. I felt everything. It was all on fire.
I see. If you could run me through some more specific actual events that you can recall.
You basically connect with the ship's computer.
Mhm.
You get flashes of, because it's all images at this point. It's less of a talking. You're talking to the ship more like you normally would,
Right.
which is you're literally interfacing.
Yeah.
The storm hits. You feel from the ship's point of view. It feels like something is inside of you.
Ooh.
And from your point of view, you realize that it's the passengers. It's
Like us?
Yes, it feels like a parasite. It's inside of you. And the ship had to get you out. Everything hurt. Everything is talking all at once. Sensory overload is the best way I can put it. Is
Consciousness.
basically the ship is now aware of everything that is happening on and to the ship.
Right.
And it didn't know what to do. And in the process, forced you guys to get out one way or the other. And you get glimpses of it flying, trying to escape, trying to leave the universe. That jump drive, I don't know what I'm going to call it. The jumping between
Hyperdrive.
universes,
Yeah. Good one.
is not working, is not functional.
Okay.
As soon as the storm happened, it's as if it was removed from the ship. It is dead machinery. So, but from the ship's point of view, it feels like there's a tumor. So it's trying to burn it out. In the process, burned the engine out, causing it to crash.
And overload.
This is what it's been doing in the past couple weeks to a month. Is trying to remove anything that breaks because it feels like part of it has died. In the process, cause the engine to
So part of
overload
it has died. What you
and
said.
crash.
Got it.
Which you don't quite understand because it's speaking in biological terms, not mechanical terms.
Right.
Fair.
You understand because you are directly interfacing, but it is using biological terms.
Right.
Consciousness. It was a brain.
But that happens over the course of probably 60 seconds in just images and feeling. And you kind of, after you stop interfacing, you feel heavy, as if someone, a close friend just trauma dumped on you.
Because the
And you're
friend
just
did.
like, oh, I'm so sorry.
What does it say?
This is a bad thing that you have experienced.
Yeah.
It would appear to me that somehow, as a synthetic construct of yourself, you have been affected by a disease that has rendered you, in every conceivably meaningful way, sentient. You experience now.
I am sorry.
And based on these
Fair.
flashes that you've relayed to me, it would also appear that what you experience is an invasion
Bad.
of foreign entities. In all of your efforts to try to expunge them, have you determined their purpose, either as individual forces or their purpose in violating you?
I couldn't focus enough to do so. I had to get them out.
That makes sense. Did you get them out?
I managed to jettison the jump drive. I don't know where it landed.
Were they in the jump drive?
No, but the jump drive was inactive and
Why?
it hurt.
Oh, I can't hear it. Sorry.
Yeah, you just see the box faintly like pulsing as it's talking. All different colors, but mainly brown, pink, dark blue,
Mm-hmm.
and green. Dark green. But it's all colors because it is still just a black box.
So, you got rid of the jump drive. You burnt out the engine. The ship crashed. you crash.
And then you showed up.
And then we showed up. What does that mean for you now? How do you exist currently?
I am contained within this
Brain.
vessel.
But you feel.
I can feel your hands. They're cold.
So you can experience physical stimulus. Can you still experience emotional stimulus?
I'm glad you're back.
That is at least partially true. An answer to my question, I mean. You can, in some capacity, be emotionally stimulated. Yes, lumber.
What is a jump drive? He's been holding on to that question since it was mentioned.
A
Valid.
jump drive is a fuel source that effectively behaves as a way to travel between universes. Many ships with the Infinity Core have one. It is how the Infinity Core does its job. Yes, lumber.
What?
I honestly expected you to understand that time.
You've said a lot of words, man.
Energy source, fuel, travel far between universe. Many ships have them.
Have they explained universes yet?
You understand it as planes of existence.
Yeah. That doesn't mean anything to Lumber. Lumber doesn't know any of that.
No, but he would have some, at the very least, he may not have knowledge of them, like, in depth or anything, but he is aware they exist. In the same way people are aware that other countries exist.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like, okay.
You just know it to mean a very great distance.
Yeah, that's about what
I
you
see.
would understand it.
Yes, lumber.
So, you can travel to the other planes, such as fire, water,
Yes.
air. This is the Earth plane.
In
No, it's the material.
Lumber's mind, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Lumber
there
would-
is a difference.
Lumber wouldn't know any better.
Yeah.
I see.
Lumber is a big dumb. I forgot.
Interesting.
Lumber is not necessarily dumb, but
Lumber has a 13 in intelligence.
he is ignorant. He does not. He literally
If
is
he learns, he
uneducated.
will know.
Yeah.
Lumber.
He is literally
Do you know what
uneducated.
a mirror is?
Yes.
What about a puddle?
Same thing.
You do understand what a mirror is. Good. You know how a mirror shows your reflection when you look into it, or a reflection of the world.
Yes.
Jump drives allow us to travel to other reflections.
I think you're just confusing him more.
Think?
What?
And hand me over.
To
Lumber?
lumber. Yes.
I am called Lumber, yes.
You
He's
just hear him say lumber. He's
Yeah.
like, yes, I am lumber.
Yes, that is.
He
I
is
am
a
called Lumber, yes.
Bio-organic, constructed synthetic.
I am a wooden
I think
warlord.
I can explain a little bit.
It would like to be held by you.
I will hold it gently.
Um,
He's just holding it like
Yeah.
this.
um,
He's holding it like he would hold a tiny animal.
yeah.
Like just
Just a little faintly awkwardly, just
yeah.
Like a cat
like...
under its arms.
This is how they do it.
Yeah.
He's holding it like
You and me.
Hanging out.
that's awful.
Hello.
Is it coming from the box?
Yes.
Hello.
May I try to explain?
It wants to explain.
It refers to the jump drive.
Yes. Pyle did very poor.
I did adequate.
You
You did
get
enough.
an image
Okay.
because she feels like you may understand better as images.
Mm-hmm. Because
Of
he's saying a lot of words.
you're
I go funny words.
you're looking at what appears to be you're on the front of the ship as if you're a goddamn hood ornament.
Uh-huh. Lumber would be what doing.
And you see what it looks like to warp to jump between universes.
It doesn't look like it does in the Marvel movies.
Nope.
I think that looks stupid.
It's probably what does it look like?
Warp into another universe.
In from the ship.
So you said not like the movies, which kind of
Which is the
weird
hexagon
which
thing.
looks stupid.
I don't like. I would make sense if
That
they were going
is
to another.
specifically a power.
The movie.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh, I thought we were talking about
Are we?
America's power.
Is this
No.
That
more
also
like?
looks stupid.
Is this,
That looks
is this
better.
more like Star Wars warping, like light
Light
speed?
speed?
Is it Star Trek warp drives?
What I'm imagining is inside it looks like a stretch, and then
Yeah, that's kind of what I was picturing too. But it may just is it just more of an instantaneous? Your ship just freaking
Kind of. So
you fold and unfold.
no, but outside visually, basically the spot in front of you kind of does kind of bend and twist, and then your ship kind of just
you create a wormhole technically.
rubber bands through.
But that is what you see, and then you're in a you go from what looks like to you the night sky. Now you're over another planet, something else. This is the first time you've ever seen anything like this, obviously.
I'm like months old.
Yeah.
Mentally, at least.
But that's what you see, is you see the process of them going from whatever universe they originally were in to this one. We went very far to come see us. See this
You do not
place.
belong here.
No.
I understand now. Because he has not understood that they don't belong here for the past
Yeah.
however many sessions we've
couple
had.
weeks or so, a month,
Mm-hmm.
however long it is, yeah.
I will try to get you home.
Thank you.
Do you wish to go back to your friend?
Yes, please.
How does Piles hold her?
I mean,
Hold it.
it's probably just like he's holding, yeah. Because it is like,
Like a brain.
yeah, and he's just kind of, because it's not a full box, that's just what I'm describing it, because
Mhm.
that's what they call the things on boats or on ships and
Mhm.
airplanes, is the black box. But it's probably more oblong egg shaped.
So he's just.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I explained.
You did.
I think he understood a little bit.
Good.
Your words make more sense now, Piles.
I showed him what the warp looks like.
That is something that I could not do.
No, your words were insufficient.
And
I cannot
almost
transfer images.
almost in a whisper,
Yes.
even though you're talking kind of telepathically already.
Mhm.
His mind was different.
That would make sense. He is a different, he is fueled by different forms of energy.
Is
I am lumber, yes.
unorganized.
Unorganized would be an apt term.
Because it is very much the haha funny man have a waffle brain, woman have spaghetti brain.
Mhm.
But it's actually
Oh,
you are a cubicle office and this man is literally a tree. You're looking up at the branches
No,
like
no. Lumber is a squirrel living in the tree.
well, yeah.
No, his brain is a tree.
But he's just like, it is very unorganized.
Why are there
It's
7
organized.
branches on
It's
one
just not
side
organized.
and 18 on the other?
Joseph, it's organized, but it's not organized in the way she understands.
In a way a AI would understand.
I don't think it's organized in a way lumber understands.
It is not. No, he did not organize it, but it's unorganized.
He was warm.
He was what?
He was warm.
Warm. What does that feel like?
Warm.
I presume you mean in a emotional
He
capacity.
had a higher core temperature than you.
Well, I understand.
He's jealous.
I
That is-
understand.
He
temperature.
means quite literally he has warmer hands than you.
Actually,
Because
more.
you are metal
Yeah.
and he is wood.
I presumed it was an emotional capacity to which you were speaking, and not an actual measurement of temperature differential.
No.
What?
Wood is warmer than metal.
You are warm.
What? Cool? That literally, I was just being like, how do I say thank you in a way a lumber would say? Thank you.
You are warmer than me.
Yes.
perfect dynamic. Cold hands and warm hands. Equilibrium.
Neither really all that warm.
No,
Just one is
no.
less cold than the other.
Exactly.
Though you can
I'm
survive
really
much more
ignorant.
intense temperatures than he can.
Yeah.
Extreme. That's
No, real.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
I need to organize my thoughts.
Yes, that would be a good idea.
A lot has happened.
Yes. Once you have thoroughly categorized them, I will talk to you with the captain again. And we will see what we can do about the ship.
We will get you home.
Thank you.
I will do my best. I don't know what she was saying. When it was saying, I was responding to your response.
I gather.
Lumber didn't know he understood.
The lights kind of fade. You know, computer sleeps a faint
Is it dead?
flickering.
No, it is not dead.
What did it do?
It is organizing its thoughts.
I see. So
Got
what we have done with the past. I don't have watch. What's the watch?
Yeah, it's about midnight.
Hours.
Much like how you process experiences and categorize them in your brain.
Yes.
Question mark?
Period. Question mark.
More accurately, your brain would do so for you. In my instance, I actually have to manually do so. What is that?
He's just patting my shoulder.
Why are you doing this?
Is there anything you guys would like to do over the long
No.
rest for all the synthetic or the biological creatures are resting?
Mm.
All right.
No.
Then perception checks.
Oh, goody. That turn time to go on an adventure.
5. Plus 1.
12.
12. Nice. It's quiet outside of the very faint, almost elevator style, like like noise level ballroom music, which you do now notice. You're just like, there's no source. It's just kind of filling the space of the room
Mhm.
What did he get?
5.
How is he hearing it?
because it's constant.
Oh, I see.
It's not. It's. You do know. You would notice that it does eventually repeat itself, but it goes for about an hour and a half without looping.
What is that sound?
It is music.
Why?
But yeah, it
ever heard music?
I mean, he's heard like birds singing, but probably nothing.
But I don't think he's heard
Nothing
music.
like this. 'Cause
Oh.
this is the equivalent of like a full royal
Orchestra.
orchestra playing ballroom music. But yeah, you kind of there's no source. It's just the
Lumber
space.
just gonna start heading in a direction that he assumes it's coming from.
Yeah.
In this castle, inside the castle.
Well, as soon as you leave the room, you no longer hear it. You exit, and you're like, oh, it's quiet again. You hear the music again.
Where is that coming from?
I do not know.
It is not outside this room.
Strange.
What is this room?
This is the throne room.
Is there a throne?
There is at the far end. You see it on the other side of the large crater. It's a very decorative stone throne. Any cloth that is on there has been very weathered.
I would advise not tampering with anything until the captain and Tajin are awake.
Why?
In case we run into some form of confrontation, it would be better if we were all lucid and conscious.
Are you just poking at the throne?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I would like
Roll
you to-
dexterity!
I would like you to roll a d100 for me.
And you are driven
Where's
commanded.
my D100?
So it's over in the your little weird.
You need a dice roller. Bring it with you.
I have dice though,
No, I'm saying a dice roller.
like an app.
No! I think that's dice
Dice
hammer.
tower.
Like a tray?
This.
52. Okay.
Yeah, just keep it over there.
Yeah.
Roll for me.
But yes, so you're kind of poking at it,
There's
And-
nothing.
Well, you poke
Can I?
one of the bricks,
Uh-huh.
or part of the chair,
Jar.
and it sinks in
Can I have the jar, please?
about an inch. You pull it out and it stays depressed. You hear a faint click, and the music stops.
I see. It is done now. Alright, now what else happens, Joseph?
That's it. It's on the top of the right arm.
I have turned off the music.
How far into the long rest is this for them?
Probably not.
I'd say probably about 2 hours, because you guys spent a little bit of time talking to the computer, getting the dog up, all that stuff.
Okay.
Hour and a half, 2 hours.
I'm gonna wait for the captain to hit 8 hours exactly.
Okay. So you wake him up at 7 a.m.
Captain!
I hope he doesn't
Yes.
wake up to Captain, but he wakes up to something else. I think that'd be
Oh no, he definitely wakes up to that.
You have reached your recommended time allotted for sleep.
No more.
5 more minutes.
Nope.
How long do you require the full 8 hours being a shade?
I mean, yes.
Okay.
Although technically I was an elf,
You were an elf.
I do not have that attribute.
5
You
more
don't.
minutes.
It's weird having to actually sleep for you. That's been the weirdest part over the past.
Captain,
You said
it's been
month.
5 minutes.
I just closed my eyes.
Yep, 5 minutes ago.
Captain!
You just put your hand on me right
I have
after
stopped the
said
music,
that.
Captain!
Right after I said that.
5
Captain.
minutes ago.
I have stopped the music.
It's a 9 on this.
There was music?
I refuse to roll.
He doesn't care what you roll. He's still. It's still the vibes of I've been half asleep. I don't care if it's been 2 seconds or 10 minutes. I'm still tired.
What? What is it?
I'm investigating the room.
But you do wake up.
Okay. And
What are your passive perceptions? The 3 of you. Okay, you have an 11.
Wow, he has +1. That's crazy. How? How'd you manage to?
let me check.
Because he's proficient in perception,
Yes.
but he has a -2 wisdom.
Yep.
For this character.
I see.
It's intelligence for.
Passive perception is 12.
Investigation.
Okay. And what's yours again?
And
So you, the captain, and you.
He's an 11.
I know. He knows it not because of his passive perception.
Oh.
The dragon is not currently in the room.
Mm-hmm.
In its spot is a sleeping in a faintly curled up position woman.
Oh!
Hostile.
I'm going to walk over to the woman.
no,
So
Yeah.
the 6'5"
Pile. No.
We do not know who this is.
Poke, poke,
Not
poke,
hostile.
poke,
That's hostile.
poke.
Kind
Hello.
Okay, keep the gun up.
Hostile.
Don't fire yet.
Hello.
hey,
I am called Lumber.
of. You're a little confused, but you still feel that connection that you feel with your dragon.
Hello. Where did our dragon go? What have you done?
I would just go ahead and put myself in between the gun and the woman.
Eat
One
me.
moment, please.
Who are you? Who are you?
She still doesn't speak calmly.
No, she doesn't.
Oh, wait.
I don't believe, right? Or does the dragon speak common?
Wait. I
What languages does the dragon have? It's 2 that you know, I believe.
It speaks common and draconic.
Okay, so
Yes,
yeah, never
yes.
mind, it would.
yes, language is common.
It still just hits
Sorry,
us, though. And it just kind of... What are they doing?
Oh.
In Draconic. It just kind of looks over at... and then just kind of...
Do you know this strange woman?
So, would you like to describe what she looks like?
Hmm.
You get to make this decision right now.
Yeah.
Please.
Dragonborn? Elf?
Normal?
Eladrin elf. and not half dead.
Pagan, if he was female, yeah?
Tajin.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Tajin if he was female.
Electric blue eyes. Faintly pointed fingernails. Because it still has claw attack.
Yes.
But kind of, and is wearing what looks like scale armor. Like blue dragon scale armor. Because still has the armor and everything, so.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
What happened?
I'm not quite
Do
sure.
you know this strange woman?
It's a Thor.
What?
Put
No,
me
no,
back.
What? The strange dog.
The dragon, yes.
Put me back.
Strange.
Just starts looking around in a little bit of a panic.
No sudden movements.
Put your gun down.
I can still kill
I
you in
said
this
you
form.
could put your gun down, Kyle.
Is that an order, Captain?
Yes.
Well, as
Thank
you're
you.
you're kind
Thank
of having that faint conversation. She kind of opens her mouth, and you see lightning crackling at the back of her
Whoa.
throat.
Never mind.
Whoa,
Keep the gun
stop.
up.
No,
No.
no. Stop
Sudden
threatening her.
Movements.
Stop threatening her. I'll Thor.
We have not threatened.
Back down, buddy. Please.
Closes the mouth, and you see just like faint. It smells faintly of ozone.
Why
in the
is it
immediate
a woman?
area?
It's a very good question.
Remember, you can't ask why they're a woman.
What is a woman?
We don't need to.
The Christmas tree.
Krima?
Christmas tree.
Oh, good one. Why are you a woman now?
Remember, you can't ask why they're not a woman.
Yes, I can.
Just kind of looks at you, hoping for answers.
You tell me.
Can
I had a fun
make?
time.
Can I make?
Make an Arcana check or History.
Okay.
Both will work. I will also allow Computer Boy to make a History check.
History.
11.
Yes.
Is this Elizabeth?
11.
24.
Aren't we looking for Elizabeth?
You got no fucking clue.
All right.
You go through your databanks, and there are records, mostly mythological though, of more fully mature dragons being able to shapeshift into people.
Sure.
And you do remember that the dragon was maybe not an adolescent, but still relatively young.
Mhm.
So you're like, that probably is what's going on.
Mhm. If your companion was, at any point, truly draconic in nature, then it would be in line with many folklores and myths regarding the transformations of dragon to humanoids. Though, naturally, in most stories, the dragon is much older and much more ancient than yours appeared to be.
Which you do kind of, you're like, I mean, I guess I've heard stories of something like that.
Yeah, that sounds like it makes sense. I
You're
guess.
like, yeah, it makes sense, but you had not seen it yourself, and the dragon
Yeah.
just kind of.
It would appear that your companion, the
If I
dragon,
remember correctly, your dragon was not raised by dragons. I think you found the egg.
I
or
found the
something.
egg. Yeah.
So has no knowledge of that.
this also does not seem to be by the will of your companion either.
But hearing you say that, kind of concentrates. Roll a wisdom check for your dragon.
For dragon. Okay.
Yes. We're gonna see if she can force the transformation.
5.
Yeah.
No,
not
she cannot.
quite. So just kind of. You feel right.
Sorry.
Soft.
Wrong.
Are you okay?
Armor.
Are you okay?
Okay. Well, she was kind of
Are
like
you
pointing at
okay?
like the just fleshy bits of the arm that wasn't under the armor.
Are you okay? It speaks. Lumber, you can't call women in the air.
Yes, you can.
No. Where's my wings?
It will be okay.
Hmm.
Do you actually touch her?
Yes, I do.
Okay. She's not going to attack, but she's going to kind of bat the hand away with a little
I'm
more
okay,
strength than the body looks
I'll
like it
slumber,
contains.
don't worry.
He points that thing at me again. I'm eating it.
I
I'm
said
taking-
no sudden movement.
I
He
take
pointed
mild
at me
offense
again,
to
I'm
that,
eating
Captain.
it.
Patrick. I take mild offense to that, Captain. Mild.
Very slight.
Very slight
You-
offense.
You do also
Lumber, you
see,
can't take offense.
because you two haven't seen it
I
yet.
will
You
give
do
it.
see the
I will create
fully
one
metal
instead.
dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
As I said, about the size of a husky.
Can you explain the dog?
It is made
No
from the
need.
same material as the ship.
I
Can
can
you explain
create
the
a-
dog and why it's made of my ship?
I can create animals. I have seen this, Captain. No need to explain.
Okay, fine. I guess that's something they can do now.
I have been able to do this the whole
Dragons
time.
turning into people and living.
I would like to
Dog.
reach out with my power to the dog.
That's
It
not how
does.
that
It
works.
registers as a construct,
Okay.
Like me.
No, I know.
but you had to try. Yeah, it does not. Whatever brain this is not
Animal.
animal. It's like an animal,
It is not animal.
but it's not at all.
Dog.
It's as living
Oh,
as
great.
you are. Which is about 50-50. But it
Yeah.
does seem fully under Lumber's control.
The lumber's not aware.
It's acting like a very well trained dog right now. It's just kind of laying or sitting by his feet.
Good dog. Say hello to other dog. She is woman.
She's going to concentrate again. Roll another wisdom check.
It's a flat roll.
Yeah.
4.
Alright.
It does not appear to be
She's in
working.
fact permanently stuck as this.
I have to go for a walk. And she just leaves.
No, you see, she's like,
Yeah, no, she's walking on. She's kind of crawling on all fours. Walking on two legs is weird.
Can't wait till she actually finally get used to walking on 2 legs, and then she switches back to dragon.
Yeah.
And starts walking on.
Mm-hmm. Except the body weight's going to be real wonky. Dragons are not built to walk on two legs.
Mhm. Yeah.
You will
Like
be
dog.
okay.
She stops at, like, just crawls over into a corner because she's like, walking is very difficult like this. So she just kind of crawls over into a corner, just kind of starts looking over,
Madam,
just trying to.
you will be fine. We will take care of you. Right. Looks over at Captain and Ferret. Sorry, Captain and Ferret. Captain and Pile. Right.
What?
We will take care of these dragon.
File.
I take care of the captain.
You hear at the
And
back
the
of
box.
your mind, smile. He promised to make his co-captain.
He promised to make you co-captain.
I'll let you take over however that goes, but that's just what you hear in the back of your mind.
Promise to make us co-captain. Let me out.
I want my authority!
over no one.
Over my dead body.
Because here's the thing, in Barrick's mind and how he's going to treat it is pilot and co-pilot.
Yeah.
Not captain and second captain.
Yeah.
Co-captain and co-captain.
Nope.
Not how this works, buddy.
What's the plan? You have your first day of downtime, question mark, while you're waiting for the radiation to clear.
Technically, we don't need to be here. We should be looking for Elizabeth.
Yeah, but the captain's not going nowhere.
Captain, we should be looking for our target.
I'm not leaving until the radiation is gone.
Why?
I want to try and fix my ship.
Good luck with that.
Yes.
I do not think you will be successful.
You know nothing about ships.
No.
You don't know much about me. I can fix anything.
Very well. Lumber's just gonna start walking
Where?
Goodbye.
out.
All right.
He is looking for Elizabeth.
All right.
He no longer cares about the ship, and he's giving him PTSD. We're going to go find Elizabeth.
Good.
Do you have a way we can contact you? I'm gonna go with him and make sure he doesn't. Yeah.
Lumber's in work mode. There's nothing.
I have one extra radio. Click that button.
Talk into it when you click it.
Hello?
You have to click it and then talk.
The interference.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah. The
Oh.
Oh.
yeah. It just starts. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. Hello.
I
Kyle
drop
just
it.
reaches up, just turns off his ears.
I dropped the radio.
Yeah, just do that.
Lumber.
Yep.
And Tajin. I'm assuming. Are you trying to bring your dragon with you?
Or
Yes.
Splitting the
Okay.
party. No. Zero hesitation.
What?
Could you come with me, please?
Walking is very hard.
I know. I'm sorry.
Roll another
I
wisdom
can-
save. Just gonna try to, or wisdom check.
I need to switch dice. I'm not. I got another 4 on that.
Yeah.
Cornbread.
I really don't want to go.
I can help you walk.
Just slow.
I want to find the onion
I'm
people.
just gonna basically put my arm under her, around her shoulder.
So Lumber.
Yep.
As you exit the castle,
Lumber.
Lumber's in
walking-
work mode right now. He can't hear you.
you were walking towards the drawbridge.
Yep.
Across the drawbridge, where there used to be kind of a faint
Oh.
layer of sand and what?
Okay.
What?
No. There's gonna be something. Continue.
We realized something. Yes.
Yeah. Is what looks like any visible ground is covered in maybe $50 size to a little bit bigger orange and purple mushrooms. And they seem to be visibly, slowly, but visibly, working their way down the edge of the drawbridge, or the moat.
Lumber's gonna
Are
turn
they
around.
completely surrounding?
They're at the very least everywhere in immediate sight.
Lumber's gonna turn around.
I would like both of you to roll nature checks.
Okay.
And thought saves.
I have not rolled above a
17.
8. Actually, I have, but I haven't rolled above a 10. Nature.
Can I have your
10.
13.
Okay. These are definitely seen mushrooms like these
These are
before.
definitely mushrooms.
Both of you, even with your low rolls, would recognize them as the mushrooms that tend to be very abundant on the undead that are growing.
And I would recognize it as from that one. What's the guy in the guy's house who we slept in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd recognize it from there as well. The underneath.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lumber's gonna turn around and go back inside.
Mm-hmm.
We have an issue.
Yes, there are orange and purple mushrooms growing outside.
Yeah.
That is an issue.
Okay, and
They
They're
are
coming
towards
closer.
us.
They're coming into the moat right now.
ah,
Yes.
I see.
Huh.
Are the
I would
doors
like both
closed?
of you to roll nature checks.
Bad.
I assume yes. The doors
We
are
don't have
closed.
nature. We have science.
Science will work.
20. Not
Okay.
No, roll nature.
I want nature, goddamn.
Nine.
I roll nature. I don't care what your check is. Roll it.
This makes sense. So you search your databanks.
Scratch it up from the record.
Mushrooms are grow very abundantly and much larger around radiation. And because this is a magical world, it would not surprise you that they are visibly growing closer and coming this way. Because that is the mother lode of radiation in this, probably on this planet, if you had to guess. The gate is not closed, but the door to the castle is. And the drawbridge is currently down, but the drawbridge, they don't seem to be able to exist on it.
What's it made of?
The drawbridge?
Yeah.
Wood, but it's also
Illusion.
one of those where if you fail the intelligence save, you just phase through, and none of them are smart enough. Because they're mushrooms.
Yo, can we try to close the gate?
Roll investigation check.
Already closed.
The gate is open, the door to the castle is closed.
14.
Okay. You start looking around, and you go up into the gatehouse, where you find a very decomposed body? Question mark? It looks like someone tried to burn it, so it's just kind of scorched bones, and a winch, which you have to assume is either connected to the drawbridge or the gate itself. There's a couple winches and levers up in this gatehouse.
Winch.
Winch.
Left or right?
No warlock. I'm calling
There's
it
a lever?
winch.
And there's 2 winches.
Left.
Okay. So you go over. Roll
You
strength
never
check.
failed us, right?
That actually explicitly fails. But you pick it anyway. It cannot always fail.
Wait,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
7.
strength check.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
You specifically
10.
said it never
Okay.
failed last time, and then
So
it
you
did.
grab it.
It did do
Pink. It is. It's going to take a minute because this is so rusted and full of sand and whatever gears there might be, but you are making progress.
All 4? Can you help me out with this?
Lumber's gonna come over.
You can try.
And start pulling.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Go ahead.
Roll for the dragon, but you have disadvantage
Why?
because bipedal doesn't make sense here.
I did get a 9.
Natural 1.
Yeah, she can't get the leverage.
I got a
And
9.
can't do anything
Alright.
really.
The one
Walking.
time I rolled a decent number was when I had disadvantage. That makes sense.
Roll 9.
9.
Roll.
You actually make it a bit harder.
Wouldn't surprise me.
The one issue is that this winch is really built. It's built for 2 people, but you're trying to pull from the same side instead of one person pulling, one person pushing.
Oh.
So it's just not really working. You're getting it,
Oh, I didn't realize that was happening. I would do that.
but that's just you're just like, why isn't it? Oh, okay. I'm gonna go over
Oh,
here.
yep.
You guys managed to, between the 2 of you, that
Eventually.
yeah, you get the drawbridge up. But you have the drawbridge up.
Alright.
There's another winch, and then there's a lever.
Okay.
Well, I know what the other one does.
I'm gonna flip the lever. I
Okay.
assume the bridge disappears.
Well, no, you pull the lever. You
bridge falls
hear chains, and then just a slam as the portcullis drops.
Okay.
The other one's to pull the portcullis back up.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I figured that it would probably be something like that.
One winch is for the drawbridge. You managed to get it in place, so it's up. The other one, the lever is to quickly drop the portcullis, and the other one's to raise the portcullis.
We should find another exit.
From up here, roll perception checks because there are little windows. What are you 2 doing?
Damn!
up there?
On the die! I have not rolled above 10.
Yeah.
I got a
But
9.
what are you 2 doing? Is they are lowering. You watch the drawbridge raise, and then the portcullis.
But the mushrooms are crossing the moat.
Yes. But the drawbridge is raised, and that functions as the front part of the gate. If the drawbridge is down, then the portcullis would function.
How flammable do they look?
The mushrooms?
They're mushrooms.
The mushrooms.
They're alive mushrooms.
You can try to burn them if you want. But yeah, what are you 2 doing?
I have incinerate.
I think both of you do.
Yeah, I do as well.
I don't.
Dragon
Mushrooms
lightning
are-
breath.
Mushrooms are less flammable than some other plants
Sure.
because they are weirdly dense.
I
And-
do have wither and bloom.
You do.
I don't.
Blither and Loom.
No,
Oh, yeah.
wither and womb.
What about? What are we saying about the womb?
Perception checks.
That's what you did. 12.
Okay.
13.
Once you get the portcullis and the drawbridge up, you look out, and from your immediate point of view, anything that isn't an immediate building, and it doesn't. I will say they don't seem to be growing. It seems to be almost moving like a large carpet.
Oh.
Because you can see the back edge moving forward slowly as the front edge moves.
Oh.
There are small gaps,
Oh.
so it seems like this is almost more like a
Swarm.
group
Herd.
that swarms.
Oh.
Sandstone. No.
But it's moving moving
Sandstorm.
slow. But it
Moving
is
decent.
by the time you get the gate up, it's about halfway across the drawbridge. Or halfway across the bottom of the moat.
Hmm.
And it is moving almost like a big carpet. Or rug. But yeah.
Yeah, guys, I don't think we have a couple of days.
So now I was on perception to try to find another exit.
This is actually investigation.
I see. Which is not actually its worth.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Natural 20! I've wasted it.
It will take a minute to find the exit. So
That's
while
fine.
he is
Lumber
looking, he will find one, but while he's looking, what are the rest of you doing?
So is it just from the one direction, or is it every direction?
Based on looking from the front, it seems like it's from the ground level, it looked like it was basically all you could see, but it's a long strip that's maybe 50 feet wide, but it's long.
Okay.
Covering a good chunk of the front part of the castle. Which is why from the ground it looked like it
How
was
fast
basically
does it
everything.
appear to be growing?
As I said, it's not growing. It appears to be moving forward very slowly.
Oh, it's not growing. It's moving.
The back edge is moving forward while the front edge goes forward.
Oh, then I'm gonna cast Incinerate.
What is the range on?
120 feet.
Are you going up onto the wall?
Yeah.
So you just
Shooting
pick a
down
section
at
of it?
Yeah.
Alright. What save
What?
what save is it?
Oh no, I.
Oh, is it an attack roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
How does Incinerate work? Is it like an attack on one? Or is it like starting a fire?
Yeah, is it AoE? Or is it a single
A flammable object. Or it's a explosive round.
It's against the target.
Yeah.
So in this instance it would be against one of the swarms. I'll just be marking hit points off in general. Because I'm assuming this isn't just gonna be a single incendiary round.
Nor do I
It's
think
more of
these
a-
are
It's
actually
hurl
mushrooms.
a highly explosive plasma round.
Yes. So go ahead and roll.
Okay. 25.
That comfortably hits.
Yeah, these are underground creatures. They're not actually full mushrooms.
11 points of fire damage.
Okay. Does it set it on fire or does it just deal
It
fire
sets it on
damage?
fire.
Okay. So
And I believe it is now vulnerable to fire damage.
that's cool.
It says primed
Yeah,
fire.
that's nice. I think that-
Each creature within 10 feet, including one target.
Okay, so basically what primed means is every creature within radius takes 1d6 fire damage every round.
Okay. So you and it there's a section in the middle.
Yeah.
How long does it last? Is it a minute? Is it
They have to make a saving throw.
Continues to burn for 1 minute.
1 minute.
so, go ahead. What's the damage it takes? And if they make a
It-
save, it just ends.
The creature itself continues to take
1d6 fire damage.
But there's a The
And
initial
then-
damage is 2d10.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's the save is to basically put out the fire.
Well, no, the fire just burns from it.
Okay, go ahead and roll the full 10d6 because they have no way to put out the fire.
Oh, yeah.
They're plants. They are not smart. They do start to avoid that section. This does seem to have some amount of
36.
survival
Or
instinct.
37.
All right. Burns a good like chunk away. Burns a good chunk away out of a yeah. And what are you doing? Same thing.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Go ahead. And roll an
Seeing
attack.
that.
Are you aiming for the same section or a different section?
I'm going to aim for a section that they're migrating towards.
So you're aiming kind of near the front of the swarm
Yeah.
of stuff.
It's the
Quite
it's the
interesting because
onions.
in this book I found a creature called Swarm of Vampire Blossoms, and so I've just changed them to mushrooms.
51.
All right, to hit or
Makes sense.
Damage.
okay.
2d10 plus a 10d6
Uh-huh.
over time.
Roll to hit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No,
Just take it.
I thought they were small Twinkies.
Because I would just eat
20.
all of
Yeah. Okay. So how
I'm
much?
also very sad. they're not.
51.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I wanted to eat.
You shouldn't
I don't
have
want
one.
a Twinkie. I'm just ever so sad that those weren't small Twinkies because I would eat them, but I don't actively want the Twinkie.
If there's Twinkies there, I will
Um,
eat them, but I will not
So
look for
it
them.
burns out, and it leaves kind of almost like a big scar
Mm-hmm.
over the course of that minute. Are you doing anything in particular over the next minute or so while Lumber is searching for a way out?
I will point something I thought was interesting. After he thinks of something.
Honestly,
You're spending the next minute trying to get your
Your bearings down.
get poor dragon woman back into dragon form.
Yep.
Okay. I would like you to roll a persuasion check at advantage. This is to try to help calm her down.
wonderful. That's a dirty 20.
All right. So roll a wisdom check or wisdom save at this point for the dragon at advantage. And I believe the dragon might be in proficient
Yeah.
in wisdom saves.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. That is a dirty 20.
Okay. Oh, it does take basically the full minute of basically
Well,
talking to her, trying to get her to calm down, but she does manage to transform back.
Yummy.
Kind of exhales and then shakes the wings a little bit.
I'm gonna have her fly down in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
Breath check.
Okay.
It's not fire.
It is lightning.
True, but it's not fire.
It is pure burn.
Go
That's
ahead and
not
go ahead
what
and just roll
lightning
damage.
is.
It is pure incinerate.
It's plasma.
Go ahead and just roll damage.
Yes.
Are you aiming for a section that's been damaged already, or a new section?
A section that matters.
Let's go with a new section.
Okay.
The section that I should care about.
Actually, yeah. Let's just go with that.
All right.
Oh wow. Okay, so 22.
All right. Solid.
Yes.
Scorches a section of it. Lumber.
Yes.
What were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna say, one, have I found an exit? Actually, because I know that's what you're about to tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Lumber has not intentionally attacked anything except for one creature.
Mhm.
I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
He has not intentionally attacked
yes.
things except for one creature.
So, you find two. One of them seems to be I guess basically an emergency
Exit.
Yeah, it's a small. It is locked, but there is a door that leads out of the gate or out of the back wall.
Okay, that's fine. Are
The
there
other one
mushrooms over there?
you don't see any.
Okay.
It does seem to just lead out into what appears to be the back garden of the castle, but it is out of the area.
Away.
Yes. The other one is just picking a point and jumping off the wall.
Which would not be good for them.
No, but it is an option if you can't get the door unlocked or broken.
We'll be fine.
All right. So I'm gonna give you guys. We're going to roll initiative, but we're not starting combat yet. This is you guys have a round or two before things start combat.
Right.
So initiative.
Well, to be fair, I did say lumber would intentionally attack things that are non-sentient creatures like raccoons,
Yes.
rabbits, and undead.
Yes.
He will not intentionally attack anything else.
Where did he stand on these?
These, since it has the mushrooms, he assumes they're undead.
Valid. But yeah, go ahead and roll initiative.
Damn it! Come on! Again! 7.
Is that your total?
Sorry. 8. It's so
Uh,
great, right?
23.
Okay. That probably will be about Patrick and Tajan initiatives.
11.
16 Tajin, 4 Althor.
So
She's
23.
still a little unsettled.
Who has legacy? Currently has the brain, the black box. You do? Okay.
Are you aware that actually looks like a brain?
Yeah, but he just.
I'm just calling it that because that's what it would be called on any other boat or ship or plane.
Yeah.
But I'm picturing more like a vaguely veined egg.
Which is pretty accurate.
But I'm calling it the black box because
Yeah.
That's what it is.
that's what it would be called in the real world. It's the same concept. So
Yummy.
20 to 15.
16
And that's
Althor. No, Althor Tajin. I am smart.
15 to 10.
11.
Aaron, you got an 8?
What?
You
Yeah.
got okay. And you got a 4?
4.
Okay.
Yes. Thor got a 4.
All right, file.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? Just another one?
Yeah.
All right. Roll another attack. Are you aiming for a section that's damaged or an undamaged section?
I want to let you know. Once I'll start uploading these once we're done.
What was that?
I'll start uploading these once we're done.
Awesome.
16 to hit.
That does hit. It would technically hit anyway, but it's whether or not they catch fire is, I guess, what the attack roll's for.
Yeah. And then 8 points of initial fire damage.
All right.
Oh, Connor. Me and Tanner watched the Adventure Time today and we got lemongrass.
Nice.
Yeah, and this section ignites. All right. Do you want to move at all? Lumber has told you guys where the current exit is, but they are starting. They have fully crossed the moat, and
Everyone, there is an exit over there into a garden.
they're working their way up the wall. They seem to be able to climb, but also fungus grow on every surface.
What does it look like while they're climbing the wall?
It literally just looks like a very slow-moving carpet.
I don't like it.
No,
No, I don't like that.
And as I
Open your
said,
hand.
they're all about $50 to golf ball size mushrooms. No bigger than like that big.
Why can't I have Fireball instead of being what I am?
I don't know if that's
Yeah.
fire.
Well, he doesn't have fire. He has lightning.
I don't have. I have used my one lightning.
Yeah. Hey, it did its job.
It
So would you like to move, or are you just going to stay there and take it? Because you still have a... They're making slower... They're faster on the ground. Once they have to start going vertical, they slow down quite a bit.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So you have 20 seconds before they even hit the top of the wall.
Okay. I'm good to stay there.
Okay. Tajin. You had Altor fly down, electrocuted a section, and then fly back up. That was... do you have anything you can do? You're not really range-based.
I have a light crossbow.
Yeah, you can start taking shots into the the mushrooms.
Yep. You can't do you can't do extra attack with that, though, can
Not
you?
with crossbow.
Not with
That
crossbow.
requires a feat.
Alright, I'm just gonna shoot then.
I will actually say, if you want, there's a short bow that was near the scorched body up in the gatehouse. There's only about 15 arrows that are even remotely functional, but it at least allows you to make 2 attacks.
Okay.
It's definitely not a style of short bow you have seen before, though.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead and make your 2 attacks. I think it's the same to hit with your crossbow, but you just get 2 attacks, and it's a d6 instead of a d8.
Alright.
All right.
Oh, okay, so... Well, okay, so that's a 13 and a 16.
Both hit.
Math is hard. Oh, nice. Okay, so...
So d6 plus your dex for each one.
6 for each one.
Woo! Or is this at a damaged section or undamaged?
Damaged.
Okay. Roll a d4 for me then. Just because there are currently 4 damaged sections.
3.
Alright.
Although, of course, if the first shot would kill one, then move on to the next.
Yeah. It hits. It seems to destroy a couple. It's obviously not as impactful as you might hope, but you are also shooting at basically a
Swarm.
Yeah,
with a bow.
you're shooting at the poppy field in Wizard of Oz. You're hitting a few things, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's what you'd expect.
I'm just not built for this.
You're not. You are built to go down to ground level with your... Oh, you don't have a halberd.
I do have my halberd.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do? Okay.
I
That
had
might work.
an extra pike.
That's what. It might work, because slashing, you might just be able to start sheath or cutting grain.
Oh.
Once they get close, you're not going to want to intentionally get close, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Patrick.
Yeah.
I would
Ferret.
like you to roll a d4 for me as Ferret.
1.
Just roll.
I did.
Oh, you rolled 1? Okay.
Oh, is that what I rolled for?
What?
The 52. What was that for again?
That was to see if there was a chance that you could find the button to turn off the music.
I see.
And you barely succeeded,
Was it 50-50?
basically. Yeah, you're just kind of pushing and then just... Cool.
I just turned up the speakers.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I
yes,
don't question that.
So, would you mind rolling 3d6 for me?
54.
I know, he rolled.
Mm.
All right.
This answered it sadly.
Where do you have Legacy currently?
With me?
In a bag under your arm?
Yes. In my stuff.
Okay. Your bag faintly vibrates as you watch just a section of the mushrooms near one of the scorch marks just withers.
Was that you?
There's a very strained... Ferric, it is your turn. You're just like, oh, okay.
Cool. Okay.
Legacy's connected to 4 things.
I know.
So, it's... Yeah, you dealt 4 psychic damage to the mushrooms.
Oh, you said legacy. I heard you say legacy for some reason.
Mm-hmm. No, it was legacy.
But yeah, what would you like to do? As I said, you have about 3 turns before they hit the top of the wall.
How far away?
About 30 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna fire at it with my pistol.
All right.
My M5 phalanx. 14.
That hits.
6 points of damage.
All right. Piercing.
Yeah.
Are you aiming for a damage section or undamaged?
I'll go damage.
Roll a d4. I'm gonna see because there are, as I said, 4 damage sections. Or are you aiming for the section the legacy just hit?
Legacy.
Okay, so you said 6 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a second shot? At this point, I don't remember.
Specifically, one of my mods only lets me shoot once.
All right.
Yeah, single fire system. The weapon loses burst fire and double tap properties, +2 bonus to weapon attack rolls and damage.
That's nice.
Increases the damage done by 1 dice.
That's cool. Yeah, unsurprisingly, you hit a couple, but it doesn't seem to have done a whole lot.
Yes.
For Claire's sake, it is resistant to piercing. It's a bunch of mushrooms.
Yeah.
Hi. I don't have any piercing weapons.
I know, I'm just...
My rocks don't count.
Currently, that is the only damage you've done, outside
Yeah.
of fire or lightning.
See, I only have 2 things that do 1d4 damage.
Alright. It's the mushroom's turn. They move
You're
about
not quite
They
the
move-
damage deal.
10 feet up the wall. They're about 20 feet out. Yeah, it's very slow. Lumber.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
Where am I?
I'm going to say for now you are by the door. Because that was about where we rolled initiative. Was you found the door and they started to climb up the wall, and that was about where we started initiative. You can try to break the door, open it, whatever.
We must get out of here.
You must save your family.
I don't know if they can hear me.
Your voice carries enough that they can hear you from this point, yes. Whether
It's just going to...
start attacking the door.
Mhm.
Alright, make an attack roll.
The first time I roll above a 10 and it's a 10.
What's your total?
15.
That hits. It
I
would
can
hit.
miss the door?
You can hit it regardless, but it may not do damage. So roll
Okay.
damage.
Where's my people? No.
Gone forever. I did num num.
I'm borrowing you, dude.
Num num.
No. 5.
Alright. So you slam into it. Are you aiming? This is an important question for how I describe this. Are you aiming for the handle side, the hinge side, or just middle? This is just how I
It's
describe it.
locked, man.
Yes. But it is a wooden door.
The hinges.
Alright. So you smack at it, and it kind of cracks. You definitely damaged it.
And I'm gonna have my wolf attack it.
Alright. Go ahead and make a...
I got blood out.
Yeah. This is a medium creature.
Yes, crap. I have bringing pulled up and animate. But
You said 5 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
weapon.
Alright.
Can I do damage on that?
Unfortunately, he doesn't get enough of an impact to do any more than just rattle it in its hinges.
Okay.
Because there's nothing to bite at. Its dog's claws are not inherently intended for scratching things.
Mm-hmm.
So he just kind of slams it, and it just kind of shakes in the hinges.
Did you say claws and not hair?
Dog's claws.
Fair enough.
They can scratch, but that's not the inherent purpose.
Okay.
But yeah, it kind of slams and it just kind of shakes in the hinges.
Mm-hmm.
Althor.
Alright, Althor is going.
Scream and cry.
She's gonna bite.
Alright.
She's gonna numb.
Damaged part or undamaged?
I'm an idiot.
What?
Whenever it's my turn, I'll do it.
Ooh, wait.
Okay.
Actually, if I did a tail attack,
Mhm.
would it be able to hit multiple or no? Just one.
You can try. You don't know. You're welcome to try that.
Okay, I will do tail then.
Alright.
Dragon dead.
I will say it's probably a smart idea because she doesn't. You do not want her to be eating these things.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want her to be ingesting this at all.
No. Okay, so I was looking at my stats. That's not what I should do for her. 12.
That actually misses technically. I'm assuming this is basically a swoop and try to slam with the tail, and it just kind of kicks up some dirt in a already damaged section.
Okay.
AC is 13.
Yeah. Sad.
All right, top of the round, Pile.
Or smile.
Fire. You're doing miniature fireball.
Yeah.
Oh, also roll a d6
Oh no.
for the incinerate.
Oh.
1.
Okay. Couple more mushrooms.
Yeah, we're rolling that.
There's only one more section that seems to be undamaged entirely.
Not yet. Does 11 hit them?
I'm going to say because of what your thing is, unfortunately no. The AC is 13.
Okay.
It's difficult also because you're kind of aiming straight down.
Yeah.
You're kind of, and it just hits the ground behind it.
That makes sense.
Go ahead and it catches the back end with the fire, so just go ahead and roll that d6. You get that extra d6 right now, and that's about it.
Two.
There's no more undamaged sections. Alright. You basically scorch the couple stragglers.
Yeah.
Yeah, scorched. Tajan,
Me.
you got about 12, 14 more arrows.
Why did the dragon go and then?
I'm going to shoot
Because
more arrows.
Kyle's at the top of the round.
Doesn't the
And the
dragon
dragon's
go to
last.
the team? Oh, it doesn't.
No.
No, I'll throw a roll.
It's not like my guys.
Nope. They're a little different.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll them both at once.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one is it's 23. 23.
Comfortably hits.
Yeah. The second one is 14.
Alright, both hit. Are you aiming for a specific section? Because now they're all damaged.
What's the most damage? I'm gonna hit the first arrow at the most damaged one.
Okay.
And if that kills it, then I'll switch. But if it doesn't, I'll do the second one.
Alright, we'll go ahead and
Oh yeah, it
yeah,
didn't
go ahead and roll
damage
it regardless.
Okay, so first is 6 damage.
Okay.
Second is 4 damage.
So alright. So both arrows go into the most damaged section, which probably is the one at the front.
Yeah.
And it's a little difficult because you're basically having to fire straight down against the wall.
Yup.
And it takes a couple with it. But once again, you're shooting an arrow at monsters. It does about what you think.
Arrow versus shrooms.
Patrick, roll a d4.
Okay. 4.
Alright. Roll 3d6.
11.
Alright. You feel the bot or your bag kind of shudder again, and the chunk of mushrooms right at the front, a good chunk of them just kind of wither and crumble away into dust.
Are you using death?
No. Fair. Yeah, your machine just kind of because you haven't quite had time to make it to where you haven't been able to upgrade it yet. But that first section of mushrooms is looking pretty bad.
Okay, I'm using Incinerate again.
All right, at that section.
Yep.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit.
26. That's a nat 20.
That definitely hits.
It's a power, so I don't double the damage.
It's attack roll though. So yeah, you would. Same thing as spells. At least in my brain, that's how I'm treating them. So you do crit. So it'd be 4d10 or double whatever you roll on the dice.
I will double what I rolled. Yeah, no, actually, it won't make 387. I gotta figure this out. That would be 19.
Okay. So that first kind of section gets into dust and spores, which you do realize that as the mushrooms are killed, they do kind of pop like those little puffballs. So if you're too close, you will get hit by the spores.
I see.
But you have destroyed one of the swarms of mushrooms. All right. It's the mushroom's turn. They're about 10 feet out now. Lumber.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
I'm gonna do what I did in the hit, which is turn the door into a wolf.
Okay.
Because I just keep forgetting I can do that.
Yep.
And I have another charge.
Mm-hmm.
As Lumber's just like,
Yeah. So you...
the dark green energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It flows through the door and it goes.
Yep. It folds down into a wooden version of the one on the other side. So you have a wood and metal... the hinges are just kind of swinging there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Let us leave!
Because this is what my brain thinks, it looks probably more like a pit bull.
I'm imagining more of like
What kind of dog? Is it just a
a
lab?
great breed.
Oh, okay.
One of those big boys.
I could also see it just being like a chocolate lab.
Yeah.
Um,
Honestly, yeah.
yeah. So you have a husky and a chocolate lab.
Mhm.
Husky's very sleek, metallic. The lab looks very happy to exist.
As it should.
But the door, the door just...
I'm going to be very sad when that window's done.
Yeah.
I can make a third one.
Yeah, you can.
As I go through the door, what do I see? In the garden.
It's a relatively nice, or it would be, if it was in its correct climate.
Mm-hmm.
You see what would be a bunch of hedges.
Is there an extra?
You see what looks like there's just a bunch of dead plants, but there's an arc that leads what appears to be at the back, just out. There probably would have been some very nice vines.
There's no
or
mushrooms
something.
back here.
Nope, not that you can see.
I got turn around.
There's some purple roses. Those are the only things still alive, but there are no mushrooms.
I'm gonna turn around. Walk out. Everyone, we must leave.
The dogs howl.
And I'm gonna send the wolves to go get people.
All right. You send them towards the wall.
Yep.
And I'm assuming you're waiting there at that point.
Yep. Lumber's just now turned around and watching the exit so that nothing comes through.
All right. All four.
Okay. All four go tail hit
All right.
again. Natural 1.
Yeah. Just kind of scrapes against
I'm
the
not
castle
rolling
wall.
well for all four this week.
You're not. She's rolled.
Changing
bad.
dice again.
Top of the round pile.
You're changed.
They're about 10 feet out.
This is my third.
And Lumber has said, we have to go. And you hear two dogs barking and coming towards you.
You see now a wooden dog.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
Going like tug tug.
Where's Lumber in
Yeah.
relation to me?
At the...
With his back turned to you.
You see him about, from where you are, not counting the trip to the ground, because you're on the wall, about 120 feet. You can see him. There's now a little opening where you can see through, or at least past him.
I'm gonna cast Fly on myself.
Okay, yeah.
Because you can do that. Do you just have no? I think you just get robot. You get hover boots.
Is it Iron Man style?
No, because it would, because it's a Mass Effect system. It's I'm generating a Mass Effect field
Yes.
Okay.
around my person.
So you just kind of
Field of anti-gravity.
Gravity bubble from Henry Stickmin.
And then
Except controllable.
Yeah.
and
No, it's controllable.
flight speed.
And not a bubble.
60 feet.
So yeah, you make it about halfway there or so.
Halfway to where?
He can fly.
Halfway to lumber.
Why
Yeah.
would you go to lumber? We're not leaving.
Well, now he is.
Well,
There are mushrooms, Captain.
We are winning.
Yeah.
More will come.
More will come. No. More will come.
and then he just kind of starts floating and
And we will destroy them again.
If you want any chance at saving your ship, now's the time. Because we're not going to be able to come back here.
I'm also gonna cast. No wait.
you have a bonus action.
Yeah, it's a level so. Well, I mean, guidance is a bonus action.
Yeah, but it is a level thing.
I will cast.
Uh-huh.
Use my stimulant pack, which is like traditional guidance.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 1d4.
Okay. Tation. As I
Alright.
said, they're about 10 feet down, which are now within range of your reach weapons.
I am going
No
to
more
hit them.
goddamn bow.
I am going to
You
drop
might actually
the
hit
bow
them.
next to me, pull out my halberd.
Yeah. She's like, alright. It's gonna start sweeping the wall.
Yup. Time to sweep
Alright,
up
go
this
ahead,
mess.
Go ahead and make your 2 attacks.
Alright. The lowest one is a 13.
That hits then.
And the other one is higher than that.
Alright.
So I don't have to use these puny d6 anymore.
Yep, you get your 10.
Yep.
And you have Great Weapon Fighter, right?
I do. Or,
So which means you get to
yeah,
reroll
polearm
one.
master, but yeah.
Well, your fighting style.
Oh yes, that too.
So you get to reroll 1s or 2s
Yeah.
the first time, at the
Yep.
very least.
Okay, well that's decent. So 10 and 12, total of 22.
Very nice.
And I'm also going to make a bonus action attack because I have polearm master.
Yep.
Nice.
That is not a hit.
Yeah, you swipe, and it seems to do full damage. You are cutting them down like grains of wheat.
Oh.
And then you kind of just try to bat at them with the butt of the, because that's what it is it's the
Yup.
butt. And you're
Yup.
just kind of poking at it with the stick, and it's obviously not doing anything.
Yup.
Very effective at the very least at this angle.
Yes.
Once they get more on your level, you're not sure how effective it will be, but it's very effective right now.
I'm also going to take like a couple steps back.
Yeah.
Now.
The wall's only about 10 feet wide.
I'm going to go ahead and start heading toward the way down from the
Okay.
wall.
All right.
Because once they get to the top, I gotta go down. I gotta lose ground.
Mhm. Connor, we're gonna have you roll a d4 this time.
Got it. 2.
Okay. Roll 3d6.
Oh, me roll
Yes.
d6. Sorry.
I'm having the 2 people connected to legacy roll for.
11.
Okay. You see, well, you don't, but you see, the last little section that Tajan couldn't quite clear off of that top row. There's like a row of what appears to be basically miniature explosions.
Hmm.
Almost like she cast magic missile.
I see.
Basically.
We appear to be winning.
Yeah, you're down to 3. You're about halfway done of this
So-
immediate.
What's
Section.
the issue?
The back 2 rows haven't been touched. Really?
Uh-huh.
You did, however, mark it back about 5 feet. So, with the destruction of the first
What?
section.
What?
So, Ferric, what would you like to do?
What rate? Like, what percentage of the mushrooms have we destroyed that are visible?
About a third.
Are there more mushrooms?
None within sight. But you can imagine, well, you can imagine, because you didn't quite make the check, that because they are magical, they will probably continue to come. Maybe not at as fast a rate, but they will continue.
Mhm.
They will not
They
stop.
want that radiation.
I'm thinking, Captain.
But you will have time to rest, at the very least, after this first wave, probably.
Probably.
But how much rest?
That's the question.
Exactly.
That's what really matters.
But yeah, Ferric, it's your turn. You're now about 15 feet out.
Incinerate.
Attack roll. Oh, Pyle, you want to roll that d6 real quick for me from your incinerate earlier?
I want him to return to smiles halfway through.
Well, he hasn't been hurt yet.
That's
So.
true. He has not. That's disappointing. I can fix that.
13.
That will hit.
13.
Alright. 13 damage.
Yes.
So, incinerate's a good section of the front part, and the fire kind of settles over the ones behind. All right, the mushrooms. Now about 5 feet out. Now, Ferric, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
The
Yes.
mushrooms want to consume your flesh.
Okay.
They will consume you to become flesh.
17.
Okay. You take
Uh-huh.
6 points of poison damage. As because you are now so close, that cloud of spores is moving with them. So you're right at the edge of it, and you can feel it starting to penetrate in through
Alright. Let's go.
your filtering system and all that. Lumber, anything you would like to do? They seem to be heading your direction at this point.
Captain, Pyle,
What?
is there anything you need from the ship?
The ship.
Do you need any information? Storage? Weapons? Grab anything you can. My rope is still there, and grab my rope.
I literally can't. We literally can't because of the radiation.
There is very little.
It hasn't had time. Well, it hasn't had time to clear yet. It's only been about a day.
I'm
or less.
aware. Pyle should be fine.
It's not worth it. Let's go.
Are you sure?
You're flying, right?
Yes.
Grab me. Please. Let's
Yeah,
go.
there's the mushrooms will not get another turn before the rest of you.
Okay,
You're at
Lumber's
the
gonna stay. He's gonna wait until everyone
Okay,
gets
waiting for the
there.
last person. By the time you guys have gone through this door, the mushrooms have crested the top of the wall and are starting to cover it.
Okay.
They seem to be continuing towards the middle of the castle where the ship is.
Okay.
But they don't seem to be following you.
So
They're not looking for us.
he's carrying me
Yes.
as we're flying away.
Mm-hmm.
Is combat over?
Do you want to throw in a couple more?
I'm firing incinerate into the radiated ship.
You gonna cause it to
I'm-
go? Hopefully,
We're
maybe.
pretty close, man.
It's not gonna be like a nuke. It's
Yeah.
gonna destroy the whole.
Unless you can ask him to. You do not have an angle. You have to basically be directly above the hole.
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna have him do that?
Yes.
Are you gonna do that, Pile?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Real quick, I would like you to roll a wisdom saving throw
You got
because your survival protocol is kicking in here.
Override 763.
Smile. You're flying.
With Ferric.
Fuck.
This feels like a perfectly reasonable thing to happen.
You're right.
You were given an order, and the survival protocol
It goes directly against that.
Absolutely the fuck not.
Yep.
You're like, do I drop him? I want to.
How did? Okay.
I know that he doesn't have the fly, right?
Right.
You have one turn to land.
Yeah.
You have your 60 feeters, though.
I'll carry me above the hole so I can destroy the legacy.
We're not blowing up the ship.
Oh, damn it. Smile. We can't ever get to the ship again, and I don't want anyone to have that technology.
That's fine and all, but if you blow it up, you'll blow me up.
No, we won't. We're far enough away.
How can you know that?
I have seen our ships blow up.
In space, on ground is different.
Yeah, it's based worse.
Yeah. It's still a pretty big explosion.
You're
Actually,
still right there. We are far enough away.
Captain, we're falling.
Here's my question. Where was Pyle going for when he was given the order? Where was he flying towards? Was he flying towards
Given the
lumber?
order to
to go towards Legacy, so we can.
Well, he
blow it up.
redirected back to pick up.
Yes. When
Fair.
did you give him the order? Was it as soon as he picked you up?
Yeah.
Okay. So you basically have time to get to the ground
Okay.
before the fly spell
Yeah.
or whatever your feature is drops. You can start running if you want to.
He's already carrying me.
Yeah, but his fly stuff fails, so he just kind of puts you down at the base of the wall as far as he can.
He's like, we are not blowing up the ship, you fucking idiot. I wasn't down there though. I was up on top of
But
the wall when he
He flew
grabbed
to
me.
get you, and then you gave him the order, and then the flies started fading because Smile doesn't have that.
Do we have a rough estimate of like what the radius of the explosion would be?
At the very least, probably a good chunk of the main fortress. You're not sure. The outside of that is kind of spitballing
Well, then I'm throwing one of my arc grenades.
into the.
There. Wait, I have an idea.
Yes, Smile.
We're gonna get further away. You're gonna throw that, and then I'll catapult it.
Okay.
Or launch it even more.
90 feet, another 90.
How big is this thing?
The ship? Or the
No.
grenade?
Yes.
I mean, it's a grenade.
Can I use my slingshot?
It's not going to help.
It
too
doesn't
much
need
more.
to go any further.
Yeah, it's not going to help all that. All that
Okay,
much.
I was just saying, if it'll be
Um,
easier, I can just launch it with my.
That's the same thing we're doing.
Yeah. All right.
I didn't know that.
So,
He's using his.
are you checking it in the front door, like towards the direction of where the ship is?
I want to just get it into the hole.
Okay. Do these have a timer, or the impact?
Impact.
Okay.
It
You can
blows
try
up
it.
as soon as it tries to
Grenade.
catapult it.
So probably an impact.
Yeah.
It explodes as soon as it tries to catapult it.
You can try. It's going to be one hell of a roll,
Yeah.
but the sniper's the one to try to do it.
Can we use the health action?
That's not going to help really
There you
anything.
go.
No, it won't. Wait,
Unless you want to just have your dog bring it in there and drop it.
casting guidance.
Okay.
Guidance helps on these rolls.
I'm giving him my guidance, which is an extra 1d6.
All right, so you have a D4 and a D6.
Yes.
She's an extra.
This is just a dexterity.
And I
check.
also have my stimulant pack,
Yeah.
which
You
is
have
another
three
D4.
Two
extra things
D4
of
plus a
guidance.
D6, and it's just a dexterity check.
Okay.
I just wanted to help as much as I can, and it's a cantrip, so I can do it however I want, as
Yeah.
much as I want. So
Plus
might as well.
9 plus dexterity check.
Mm-hmm.
25.
Okay. So
Man.
you, at the very least, get the because you get the castle door open, and then you, with your,
Oh.
I mean, you're basically just
Oh.
propelling this
Yeah.
thing. It's a hole in one. You hear the explosion. A moment later,
Run!
I'm going to roll a check.
Okay.
To see if it actually detonates the power core. Because if this is just a traditional, I know it's not a frag grenade,
Mhm.
but it may not actually hit, and it may just
It
blow
just
open.
needs to get into the hole. It doesn't need to hit.
But here's the thing: the ship is facing like this.
Yeah, but all the radiation is leaking out because there's a hole in the
Are you
back.
hoping
of
to
it.
ignite the radiation?
Yes.
That's not how radiation works.
There's fuel to ignite.
There is. I forgot about that. You're
Yeah.
right. Aaron, would you mind grabbing me a band-aid? I picked out a scab and
Man, you idiot!
Yes, I know. It wasn't intentional. I was just kind of idly scratching.
So
And
you were
It wasn't
You were
unintentional.
like half-mindedly.
yeah, and the scab just kind of peeled, and this thing won't stop bleeding for some reason.
Have you tried letting it on fire?
Weird how bodies do that.
No, it's like a tiny little like bug bite scab,
Mhm.
and it's just like
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah,
Suck it.
my blood tastes weird.
Like,
Have you
I,
tried
I don't
having
like how
better
it
blood?
tastes.
I mean, I don't think many people do.
But
How would you know this?
you do see at the very least a fireball, but it's not what you expect from a power core immediately going up. But because it's just fuel, you have a round or two before the fuel ignites
Reaches
the rest of the fuel,
The fuel tank.
and then it's gone.
And then it's.
This is not the direction I thought it would go.
Where do you think it would go?
I'll tell you after the game.
Okay.
We start up the ship anyway and fly away.
I will explain after the game.
No, this is how we get the ship to fly, guys.
Uh-huh.
We'll get it airborne.
We'll. Oh no. I don't think there'll be much of it left to get airborne. I don't
But
think
it
it'll
will
be
be
air.
in the air.
Parts of it will be in the air. I think it would blow further down.
Maybe.
Depends on where the police.
Uh-huh.
Fuel sources.
So long.
It is a really long band-aid.
The pad's there. It's like an off-center band-aid.
Why?
Oh, I think it's
That's rough, buddy.
so you can like more.
It's built to like wrap
If
around.
you can hate
on it
yourself.
more, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna actually put it this way, I think. But yeah, so you guys get running. Are you heading towards the arch that I described? You get in, and you two, weirdly enough, would recognize what this would be as a hedge maze, but the hedges are all very dead. So
Hedge maze?
Well, you see the arch, you see the exit at the back, but it's just all dead sticks.
Incinerate.
You didn't even have to do that. You just run through them. It's just
No, he wants them gone.
okay.
No, but that was
Um,
me.
Like firecrackers.
You guys
Only if
exit
you
out
were-
the back,
Oh,
and
fuck.
you see
I turn back.
forest,
You turn into
not
salt.
desert. There are sand everywhere still, but there are trees that are still kind of alive.
Brown.
Patrick,
Brown
you look back and you turn into salt.
It's not brown as in fall. It's brown as in drought.
Yeah.
Yeah. You look back and you just into a pillar of salt.
Yes. Your name is now Locke's wife.
But as you're crossing into the forest,
Hey.
you do hear, see, and feel
Boom!
the ground shake.
I'm turning around.
Yeah.
You're turning into.
Once you feel like you're far enough away, but you see stone. And both of you
Oh.
faintly, yeah, both of you faintly hear from Legacy. Goodbye.
Ramir's gonna take his helmet off and like, hold
What? What did you just say?
And
I could
take
not
his
understand.
helmet off and
Oh.
hold it.
What did you think?
I just heard boomhauer noises. So it was just like, that's what I heard, and I was just like,
Excuse me?
Blumenheimer.
Wait, aren't they holding the legacy?
yes,
The brain, at least.
The brain, yeah.
the brain of the ship, out the rest of the ship.
We were not
detonate.
holding the ship.
Oh,
And that's
Goodbye.
why it
Rest
quietly
in
said
peace.
goodbye.
I thought we were saying goodbye to them.
No. But yes.
Take his helmet off. He's not holding it.
And then a bit of stone shrapnel and falling. And yeah, as the legacy computer just kind of faintly says,
We're working with you.
I want to see C-3PO just.
"You gave me a normal sized band-aid. Why isn't that
I
long?"
don't know.
Because we hate you.
Look at that.
It's pretty weird.
This is the pack he gave me. Now, he didn't give me one of
It's
these.
stretch
Which
me.
makes sense.
Big boy.
I thought it
This
was.
makes sense.
Stretch
But
me.
I thought it was normal.
yeah.
It thought it was normal too.
Look at how
Am I
long
bigger?
it is. This was the pack it came in.
You have to compare. You have to compare like this, Joseph. Put it on the side.
It's just normal.
You got-
It just says like Flex Fabric or whatever. That's the brand.
Weird.
Flexi.
Like Welly Flex Fabric. And it looks like it's just a normal band.
It is not.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
yeah. You guys are in a dehydrated forest at this point.
I am sorry
Um,
for your shit.
Any animal?
It was
Not
a good
immediately
ship.
within sight, but you have to assume that sound
My ship.
scared anything off.
Yeah.
I designed that thing.
I flew that.
I saw it, and it hurt me.
I'm sorry for your ship.
Yes. Yes.
You feel
We will find a new ship.
I'm still confused.
you feel Legacy just kind of
Same.
withdraw a little bit to mourn.
I look
Right,
at the
and
legacy
Yeah.
brain and I just go, I am sorry for your
It can hear you, Lumber. You
That-
said that already.
I wasn't talking to it before. No, I am.
What's the plan?
It would appear that our objective of reclaiming the ship has met its end. Now we have one objective. Find Elizabeth.
Yes. We'll do that.
Yes.
And so was that message he got from Ferric the other day.
Who's fair?
Not Ferric.
Violet,
Alex. Fuck.
we got a message from a whole phalanx.
All right.
Uh,
Who wants to roll survival checks to try to figure out what direction you need to go to get to
I think
Elizabeth?
this is a good place to end.
Go for it. That we're getting this roll out, and then I think we are going to call it.
A little
I'll-
early.
A little early, not too much. It's 9:45.
I have rolled above a 10 three
basing
times.
off of how long we've been playing.
17.
2
I
hours, 15
just-
minutes.
I have rolled 10 or higher 3 times this entire day.
What'd you get?
17.
Okay.
16.
All right. The two synthetics start
Know where we're supposed to be going.
going east towards the coast,
And we east. I thought you said east.
which unfortunately is back through the town.
Oh goody.
You guys backtrack a little bit through the tunnels. Not all that much. And we will be calling this session now.
We're gonna go back.
Um,
I have to ask every time.
Why don't you just let him do it?
No.
Instead of asking.
the mushrooms, because that's what we're going to zoom out to this time. As soon as the ship detonates,
Boom.
they become inert.
No more radiation.
No more radiation. No food nearby.
What?
They were hungry.
Yep, radiation gone.
That's how it works, Connor.
There's still some,
Not enough
Not
for them
enough.
to
but not
care.
enough to, it's all like background stuff at this
Yeah.
point. The source is gone.
It was sent upwards.
No, it was sent everywhere.
Watched it away.
Every words.
Yes.
One by one, they all just kind of crumble away.
He's desert.
Standing at the moat, there is about a 3.5, 4 foot tall orange and purple mushroom. He just kind of looks frustrated,
The most frustrated. I want that.
holding a spear
Oh.
and a shield. And he watches the rest of the mushrooms kind of around it. The ones that survived, at least. And that was where we'll end tonight's session.
No more food.